Yo, what is up, friends, foes, and members of the Omni Council? My name is Daimien Kamiya, I am the Omni King, and welcome back to some Kingdoms of Amalur. Before we really get started, I should emphasize that I am currently no longer employed. Not so much left as it was a mutual parting, I think is all I can say. There's sort of kind of an NDA tied to it, the stipulations, so I can't explain more than that, but I wasn't fired and I didn't quit. It's sort of like an agreed upon going our separate ways. It's something I will explain. It's something in my company that is not common, it's very rare, and there's strings attached to it. I'll just say that. Like, I said, like, I don't think anyone actually can link this to my IRL self, but, you know, there are people that do know. So, like, the last thing I want to do is, you know, get in trouble any further, but, so with that said, that weight is off my shoulders. I need to find another job, but my uncle's gonna give me a hand, so whenever I can see him, hopefully within this week, and we can get it all figured out and sorted. But I guess until that happens, there'll be a few more longer streams. So Kingdoms of Amalur today, I wasn't even sure if I was going to do this today or not, because just where my mind was originally, but my roommate got home and we just started talking. This stream I was actually going to bump way sooner, because basically the mutual separation was so, like, sudden. My district manager came in, told me, and then said, give me your keys and you. Like, I wasn't even allowed to finish my shift. I honestly thought I'd at least finish the week, but nope, like, just like, go. So I was home by 3 p.m. my time, give or take. Went out, did some shopping, came back, and then talked with, and then my roommate got home shortly after, and I talked with him and stuff, and we talked for quite some time, just going back and forth between some random stuff. And by the time we stopped, it was like 6 o'clock. So, like, the dream of having the stream start sooner was, and then I was gonna have it start at 8, but then I got caught up in looking some stuff up, and no. Anyway, let's get into this. We'll do this tonight. Tomorrow we'll do some Wonderlands, because I haven't done Wonderlands in like a week, and I want to wrap that up. There's actually a game there. It's early access right now. It's called Kaku Ancient Seal. I got it on Steam sale with a few other games. I also got the Rune Factory 3 Special Edition too, so we got 2 more Rune Factory games we can play. One of which I have no knowledge on. Like, I know nothing about 3. 4 is the only one I've played. The only thing I know about 3 is the 2 characters from 3 that visit the town in 4. Right, but anyways, Kaku Ancient Seal, it's early access, but the full release happens on the 11th. I was testing it out a little bit, playing a little bit of the game. Didn't make it too far in, but it's fine anyways, because the developer said that when the game goes live, it's going to reset all the saves anyway. So, I'd have to restart over anyway. So I figured, you know what, why don't I just keep it and just try to figure out, or why don't I just, like, see if I like it and then maybe play it later. So yeah, I might play it later too. I know, like, I was so hyped up to be able to do that, to get the final 2 Wonderlands playthroughs done, but I literally do not know. I want to do the next one next. Like, it's all fun and games until I'm actually playing the game, and then I realize it's like, God, I have nothing to talk about. I might just leave that playthrough for whenever Sai gets around to me. Like, I did hear news with Sai that's, you know, I won't share it for his own, because it's not my information to share, but things have happened in his life, positive things, but they're things that just take up more of his time, which is one of the reasons why the Guild Wars thing hasn't happened yet either, the first person Chalice of Tears. But he did want to actually play through that game, and I offered to play through it with him on stream. I told him I still had some playthroughs left, so, you know, like, I could do, you know, the melee only one on stream with him. He actually likes sniping too, so that might actually be a beneficial team. But I wouldn't be starting at level 40, so... But that's fine. Like, if I have someone to play with, I don't care. The level 40 is just to remove some of the boringness that I have playing the game by myself when I've already done so. But yes, we will see what are some of the other games I got. I got Tales of Spark, Worldless, Powerlust, and The Bloodline. These are all games that look rather interesting to me. So we'll see, but I'll definitely get that one wrapped up for sure. But let's get into the game here. I'm telling you, it is a fucking hot day. Like, walking home and everything, and like, I'm sitting in my room with my AC unit on, and I'm still fucking hot. And it's set to 18 degrees. I don't even remember specifically what I was doing. I just know that I have quests to catch up on. I have several different areas to check. So I did Webwood, done here, I've done here. So I think it's these 3 zones I have left. I don't even know, is there even any more quests in this zone? No, but I have the stones to get. Let's go get those. I don't care about you, troll.
The troll, still under the wicked maid's spell, and was human it thought, and all was well. Rampaged throughout the countryside in joy, and treated everything as its toy. After
There you go, Haxie's done.
Lord Creth said to Nyx, with a mind to ease and a will to fix. You are
So I still have there, and then I actually have like an actual buttload of quests still available here.
In truth, no wrong to mend. But if it be your wish to join their kind, a better
So I'm gonna head here, and I'm just gonna start all of these quests.
There is not wrong with following your will, as long as it does not bring others ill. Again, the heroes of honor stayed true. The story of a troll, and the knights too.
Still have a couple lore stones to get to. I think this is the last one for the quest, too. Yep. Yeah, so this quest, I think, is its own independent thing. These two are the same quest, and this is also its own independent thing. And you can bypass several of these just through persuasions. I want to go and get the lore stone, and then we'll come back to this guy to start the quest. Oh no, what am I ever going to do? Yeah. Like, I'm not scared, like, normally these guys would be a bit more of a threat, but it's because of how lower leveled the zone is. The zone is too low leveled.
Olaine will not tell you of this. She disapproves of pride. She does embody nature's tooth, a sharp and silent, simple truth. And yet Olaine will always shine among the ballad's lore. For humble though her carriage be, a greater knight we'll never see.
The season is upon us, the time of the Why, but I asked the mortal maid. Then, when you have gathered them, there is more to mortals than I had thought.
Gotta get the stuff he needs. Kill these kobolds, because they are of no obstacle to me. I will need to make sure, just to be careful, that, I think I'm fine for Dalentarth. I'll have to obviously check in Ysa, though, just to be careful. But in all of these, in Plains of Arathel and Datiri, I just need to make sure I go into every house, just to make sure I'm not missing out on any quests. Oh no. A cutscened enemy, what will I ever do? Yeah, this quest, that, where I have to collect these things for, it's, you can watch it in my old playthrough too, but it's so dumb. You're supposed to go into this dungeon, do this thing. Like, he's doing a ritual in which you're technically supposed to die, but you don't die. You kill everything. And he goes, whoa, 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 what are you doing? What are you doing? And then you're supposed to go throughout the dungeon and do stuff, but you can just persuade him to be like, no. He just gracefully accepts the end of the quest.
Please! You have to... The Jotun filled up on that antelope. They grabbed me and knocked me up. Please, let me out of here. Thanks for the poke. If you... She'll understand. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm not going through the quest list because the quest list doesn't organize based off a zone or anything, so I'm not going through the quest list to find out who or what is like where the quests are, because they're based on acceptance and I'm not dealing with that. So like I'm just going to a zone and paying attention to the white circles.
Lush fields and streams Tyrion described to farmers. Something's happened, hasn't it? Well, my
See?
you're right.
I forget what happens if you don't persuade her, but why would I never not persuade her? Like, it's... I didn't even realize I was 32. What? Last I remembered I was 30.
Tell me, stranger, have you seen a young man Yes, Turin. We were separated while exploring the ruins. They're safe, then? So Turin is the... If you meet him, please send him this way. I need that... I'm sure he's... If you do find Turin, and if you do find him...
The last two things I need and the body are found over here, so... I'm not getting any of the chests because I'm not really going to get anything out of them. They're not going to have anything worth salvaging to me because it's all lower leveled equipment. And they're not going to have, and I'm not particularly suffering for money right now.
I can't believe... Thank you for returning...
Get this, and then we're done all the quests in this zone. I got all the lore stones. Right? What map am I on again? Local rain. Status. Why is... Am I missing? Like, it's not even like I feel like I'm missing one. It's just I don't see... an option for this zone of the game. I think I will try to fast forward on the, like, after I'm done this, I'll do all the Warsworn ones just so I can try and get through that. Because then I can just get the Warsworn questline done and I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm missing one for Glendara, by the way. Here we go. That guy. Okay, there were 3 lore stones on this map. I got all 3, but they are not tied to that zone. It's spring, summer, and Dalentarth.
The christening. Each and I will prepare for my part. Leave and go in peace. Now, stand on the platform.
Yeah, the sad thing is you get to this state where you're so overpowered that Reckoning mode, while still makes you stronger, isn't really worth anything.
What? Why do you remain? You were supposed to give yourself to the sprite. This I had not considered. Mortals forever perplex me. You are very... But first, have farewell.
Like, I'm supposed to, like, run through the zones of the dungeon here, but if you just succeed in the persuasion, you end the quest. Right? So it's like, sweet. I'm gonna need to deal with my inventory here before I head down to... Well, let's go get the last lore stone that I missed in... down here.
Yes? Aye.
Oh, what am I doing? I didn't get the lore stone, but I at least showed it on the map there. Damn shame.
The love of two hearts beat.
There's that one.
As the
So I
lapping
just
upon
have
the
this
shore,
and Ysa
the
left.
herald of the royal seat.
Quests. We're
As
gonna
the
go
storm
into the
that
lodge
shakes
though,
the
because
sky,
I need to get rid
the
of my
maiden
stuff.
of the forest spring,
My inventory's
as
full.
the flame attracts the fly.
Thankfully,
The
there's a
lion's claw
smithy
and
board
dove's
here I can
wing.
salvage.
Eventually, both will die.
Of course, the most logical place to put a blacksmith's in a forge is on the second floor. Let me just look through everything. You're not a merchant here?
A seer stalk. Here is your. I shall administer this to Luca at once.
Oh, here he is.
The seer stalk. Farewell.
All right. One thing I'm gonna do really quick now that I know I have the late game one. We're gonna pop open. Long overdue. We're just gonna go quickly run around and collect all the remaining books I still need to get.
Careful out there.
Second last book seems to be in Rathier, but I wonder if it's in Nelson Shear. It's actually in Rathier, alright. Because these books are sellable, they classify as actual inventory space items, even though they're quest items. So by completing this quest, I'll basically free up several inventory slots just by getting rid of them. Since I'm going back into here, I'll actually go in and just to save myself the trip in the future, I'm gonna start every quest that is available here right now, because I've already completed the side quest here, right? So let me go into this side first.
Hello.
Are you here for the evaluation? I take this book, read it. It is also. Where was I?
Third time's the charm.
Good evening.
What text am I supposed to consult? Just figure while I'm here.
Greetings, Archsage.
This bookshelf here. Is there any quests in here? Nope. And that is it. Long overdue is done. This is usually one of the last quests I do. I gotta get out of here. Heaven forbid I fast travel from this location. The thing is, though, I really like this kind of quest. A quest that you get at the beginning of the game that kind of keeps with you throughout your journey. To me, that's kind of cool. It's the same with, like, the Autumn lore stone, where you get the parts, like, all across the world. Get some blisters on my feet that are blisters and dead skin that are just causing problems for my taking off my socks. Problem is, I have several blisters that are directly under calluses. Blisters I'll come back to. I like to walk a lot, and also, you know, I did just have a job that required me to be on my feet all day as well, so... I'm hoping I get my thread soon, because this, like, I say time off, it's really unemployment, would be a great time period to try the cross-stitching thing and see how well it can work out. I just got to get, like I said, those last few colors. And then get things figured out. Because I'm pretty much going to need a recording software outside of OBS. And then I need to make sure that they're not going to... It shouldn't drain anything. Because I won't have a game running. Right? Like, I can't imagine something like Fraps or Bandicam would cost more usage than a game would. I was gonna do Digimon, but I think I might just do My Dress Up Darling. Because that's still like 6 hours of content, right? Like, basically, give or take like 5-something hours. I think, like, if I prep early enough going in, I could be able to get it all done in that amount of time. It's not a very wide stitch. It's like 90 by like 65. It's smaller than some of the stitches I was doing previously. Like, I don't even think... Let me look it up. Um, Teen Ada. $90 is about 5. The width is... like by 40 or something. I can't tell because this says stitched image size. Oh, okay. So the image itself is 5 inches tall and 2¼ inches wide. But the suggested fabric size it says to use is 11 inches over 8¼ inches. And for those that don't know anything about cross stitching, that basically just means that you should never be cross stitching close to the edge. You should always give, like, I personally have always followed by the 1 or 2 inch rule when cross stitching. You don't want to go too far out, or you don't want to go, you don't want to be too far in, because then the fabric can unravel. I'm not going back to Rathir, because we got to get to here. So I already see a lore stone I can go and grab.
The architect readied himself. He construed the goods of earth and sky as tools, and weighted plans of origins, built 2-piece planks for wood and stone. He began creating. Waters trickled through the Shee, and life sprung from the ground. The wolf and its antelope, the bear and its fish.
Yeah, it cleared out a lot of space by getting rid of some of that stuff.
As the architect labored, he found an inferno. There, in the heart of the Feywood, the fire raged. It consumed all life uncontrollably. He
Get the
faced
lore
the
stone,
inferno,
get the
but
brownie
could not
quest, and then
quell
come
its
into this
hunger.
dungeon here.
In despair, he looked upon the Shee.
Because that's where it leads into.
He saw the saplings nourished by the gentlest of touches. He went to the river and said, "Follow this path and you will never run dry." The river changed its course and fell onto the blaze. A tired sigh escaped the water. It remains as
Yeah, I think I annihilated these guys a while ago.
With fate's song.
Nope, never mind.
Its brooming
I did not.
brow left a sheen of rich dew on every leaf and blade of grass.
Get the last lore stone and check the body. Actually, I'll check the body, then get the last lore stone because I can't get it from the site.
The fires abated, the rock cloven by time, and the cascades sauntering through this vale. The architect finished crafting the she, this haunting beauty, a mystic requiem for the fading of Ashara's other
That should have
children.
gotten me the lore stone, by
It
the
will
way, right? I
forever
wasn't paying
remain
attention.
The body of the forest, built from an ordered wilderness, constructed
right
by
there.
a natural chaos.
6% mana. Did I really get... Where's the wolves again? This one here. Okay. That actually makes sense. I was thinking it was a different zone.
Greetings. So, there was indeed... Well, still, it is strange. We must go to Rundamere. Make sure... I will meet you there another time, then.
Yeah, I'm going to show you who has the better bow hand. You're not going to be able to compete with me here.
Good. You made it. We will need to find it. Be careful. The teeth of a brownie can leave a hideous scar.
Will it honestly let me just keep going forward straight to get to the boss? Can't possibly be that easy. It's not. I do know this week too. One plan I plan to get is my G1. For those that don't know what that is, it's basically the Canadian version of the learner's permit. I don't have it. I'm 30, but I do not have it. I've never needed to get one, but it's been made well aware to me recently that if I want to try and get into like trade work and stuff, I'm I'm pretty much not going to get a job if I don't have a driver's license. So with that said, it's like if I can get my driver's license and then get you normally have to wait 12 months to go for your G2, which allows you to independently drive. But you can do it in 8 months if you do a driving school course. So if I do that, I just need to basically get a job that I can do for like 8 months. And then probably longer than that, but if I can just find the if I can end up getting like a trade job within that time.
If you were, it would be best if Coronet, remember, behind Lady Win. Always a pleasure.
You've returned. Have you found them? Then you must tell me, please.
They're organized the
Yes,
theft.
very well. What happened next?
Bertrand was murdered.
And so? What of the
Beast
third?
killed Aloran.
Aloran often trusted too much in his... Oh, in addition, I will just... Goodbye!
All right, let me just once again go inside every building just to double check on things.
Greetings.
Presenting the mystic, wise daughter of Isa.
You belong in Feldhausen.
Water drop thing back here. I'm honestly surprised that there's a dungeon here that... Is this a dungeon?
Turn away, mortal. The Den of Night is meant for the impudent. It is where the brazen and unrepentant are sent to consider their crimes. Must I point out that the Den of Night's occupants, they are given time to reflect.
Oh, it's just
and
prison.
when they are, farewell.
Presenting the master mystic.
You've got to take this, friend. See you soon.
Nothing else here. We will keep going.
Hello, child.
Good. You've come. I'm sorry to make you wait like this, But what I mean to despite the calm you see, the veranda, we can prevent this, but we must act now. If gold is an issue, we duck. You are wiser than most of the goodbye. I understand that what I ask is, of course, afterwards. Goodbye.
Isn't there an option on this one to tell her what happened, what's going on?
Hello.
Presenting the Master Mystic. Wise daughter.
What do you want? Do you have... You must mean Keen and her... This plot interests you. Such as this kill... This is what must be done.
Wrong way.
It is a glorious day.
I think I have to equip the daggers for it, don't I?
Pay for that.
Guards, I will,
Stop where you are, dustling.
hey, fine.
Perhaps I can find...
Obey the edict.
Thank you. Oh, no, that's right. I had to plant the daggers.
Huh? What's this?
You must be the messenger. Let's keep this quick, shall we? I was beginning to worry I had risked running into bandits or Tuatha for nothing. Thank you for coming all this way. I will pass the ambassador's
There we go. Right, back to Issa. There's like 2 quests left to do, I think, in here. The water one I just need to wrap up, and then the dignitaries.
I don't recognize him.
Presenting the master mystic.
Get up.
Be well.
Yes, Doswin. This is a waste of time.
Presenting the master mystic. Wise daughter.
Oh, I thought it completed. Okay, I guess. Oh. Thought this quest already completed.
Ah, well, her prying ears won't bother my people. What the Varani have planned for Isa is for the best. A time will come when we will repay our debt to you.
Man, I keep taking that wrong turn. What am I, in Albuquerque? Bugs Bunny joke. Both of them? Oh. I guess both of them are up the same path, eh? Not doing that quest up top. It's technically not repeatable. Like it technically has a limit, but it's just pointless. You have to basically go around all the rooms stealing components for a specific type of Feyblade, and then have to use those components to craft them and then just give them to the guy.
You've done well, child, but take this. May your...
Not take
protect
this.
you, mortal. How strange.
Just a Fate Weaver in here. Doesn't even tell me there's a Fate Weaver here.
I am the great huntress Hartwan, and you are not allowed on the trellis. How quaint! While I am the most respected and most deserved to lead. Besides, I detest that harlot, Warlord Winry. So it is only right I... Goodbye.
I got a guide looking this one up. I always use it. I never trust my memory on this quest.
Greetings.
Sorry if I'm coming off a bit tired. I actually am tired. I think it's a combination of the heat and just kind of everything that's happened within the past few days, going from like emotional turmoil Friday night into like, you know, just everything in Saturday and then you know Sunday and then today, you know, not having a job anymore. But like that, I want to stream though because I need the distraction.
Yes, yes. Of course. And then? All right. Next. Yes, yes. Excellent. That's a perfect order for these fools. Saves me the trouble of talking to them. Thank you. Goodbye, Your Grace.
So that's all the quests here, so I'm officially done with Dalentarth. So I want to put focus on...
Welcome to Helm. How would Grind say? You're accepted here. That I do. Good night to you.
Have I done all the conquests? There we go. I got the list of quests here. Pretty sure I've done a brutal contract. This was all the mountain trolls, right? That one. Come on, Chrome. Work for me here, please. Oh, you can actually craft the purple weapon here?
Need something? I've got everything a soldier could need.
Nothing I sold was of value.
Again when we're better stocked.
Greetings.
I did that. I think I did this one. Trying to see if and here it's just people are talking about whether to join the faction or not. It's like, why wouldn't you? It's just KOA Forsworn. What's the difference in the Twist of Fates again? Physical damage plus 1 might abilities, 5% fire damage. Versus plus 1 to might abilities, 10% chance to crit on this versus Niskaru, and 6% stun duration. Just damage wise, it's better to go Forsworn. And not true sworn. Considering I'm not running really anything that can stun. Anyways, what I was looking for was more quests. I think I've already done this one. This one. Oh, there's 2 lore stones. Really close by.
The land as brother upon brother.
Not like I came through here with anything but a purpose before, but still.
Madly weapons forged. Caught within a storm of rage, the land itself was deeply bled, for sanity had fled.
Oh, bandits!
The jagged cliffs, angles meeting the swollen sea, treacherous to the ungainly Alfar, was the homeland our people took. I have seen the places upon the hillside our ancestors forged from sea-sculpted stone. Glir Rathwen, the bluffs of Tawili, were settled near the light of the heavens that glittered brightest, gazing towards Lyria's teardrop, the earth's steeple rising to meet her magnificence.
Yeah, we'll get this quest done, and then we'll go into the house over there and get those quests done, because that's like a mini quest chain. Idiot. I'm just gonna disable your trap so it'll never work again. Door blocked. Nope. I can just go right on through. I can just kill the asshole from here. I win. I will take your money. I don't care for the armbands, so I'm not gonna bother. But yeah, those armbands. Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I gotta take his armband, I guess. Those armbands were a huge money saver in this playthrough. Like I'm sure, or was it this one or was it the last one? Either way, like just like I never realized, like I always figured it gave a lot of money, but I never really realized how much. But holy fuck, are they actually like that's a really good quest to try and get to. Regardless of difficulty. Really, man, you guys just love this area, don't you?
Tell me something. Of course, I am not most people. Now that why don't you travel? Farewell.
What? He wants me to go in there too? I would have started his quest first if I knew that. I do have one. I should have one more quest at Children Keep, by the way. Or not Children Keep. Helmgard Keep. I know this guy's quests are just a lot of like back and forth, like barely leaving the area.
Greeting. You've done, for instance, this. If you can complete 8 labors of my X. Now, your next task. Until later then.
Yeah, I think after this in Wonderlands, I'm gonna try and do some more new games. Before I get into
Greetings. What'll it be? Is that so? That you tell Durfel.
Greetings.
Sorry. Yeah, I wanna, like, I feel like, you know, playing 2 games at the same time that are basically replays of previous games I've already streamed. it kind of leaves you in a predicament. I think that's another reason why Rune Factory 5 has just been so entertaining for me. Oh, by the way, there was a release date listed for Ys 10, October 25th. So that's when we're playing it. Hopefully I can get games done by then. I'm just checking for quests. Nope, no quest. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, like, I've been, you know, in my following of the Ys games, I've been getting a lot of Twitter pop-ups for the Trials games, so maybe I might try one of those. I know there's a proper way to play them, some people say, but personally to me, I'm just going to play in order of release. The reason why is, as I've mentioned many times before, my go-to way to play, or my go-to thing about games that make them fun to me is gameplay. And this has affected me in many cases. Case in point, I think Borderlands is probably one of the greatest examples of all. I love Borderlands 2. It's one of my top 5 favorite games. 100%. But the problem is that I enjoy the mechanics of 2 a lot. 1 doesn't have the mechanics of 2. And that's why I struggle with 1 so much and why I have some issues with it. Even the remaster, even though it fixed half the issues I had, there's still too many issues.
This craven arena, a place of life and death. The winds carried the songs of the dying. The Maya sucked the
right, so I would rather play, it's the same, and I did the same with the Ys games except for 8 and 8 and 9, which I had already played, which is why I played them first. I played 9, then 8, then started from 1 and 2 and played my way up. So 7 was the last game I played. I really hope they come out with a remaster of 5 soon. I could play the fan translation, but I'd really rather play an official version. Yeah, like, I'm just trying to keep track of all the,
Lyria has...
Approach. Speak. Tradition. Tell you what. I'll part with it. Surely you jest. That's
oh, failed that. Oh, well. Not like money's an issue for me.
Here's, and you'll find yourself, behind the jail. All right.
Welcome to the... If you can spare a coin, that I do. We all must do up. There's a good... Would you be so good as to bring it to the box and Lyria bless... And if you happen upon the thief, goodbye then.
But yeah, so anyways, I'm getting kind of focused on the game, so I keep interrupting my thought. But yes, because of how mechanics can have an effect on... Fuck off, quest. mechanics improve as games are developed. That's just how things work. And in most cases, I would say, not every case, but in most cases, you end up with situations where, or in most cases, the next game improves mechanically upon the previous. So I would much rather play in the order of mechanical release than play in the order of plot. Because the thing is, it's not like you're missing out on much anyways, because the games came out in that order. Will it make a little bit more sense if you play one before the other? Sure, I guess. But it's like, look at the Ys games are a good example of just nodding to previous games. Right? In 9, they referenced the events on the island when talking about, like, the defense missions. Right? Like, those were, because they were basically the same mechanic, but they referenced it because that was the last Ys game, despite chronologically taking place years before. Like, 8 didn't happen before 9. 8 happened before 6, chronologically. It was 8, 6, 7, 9, in that order. And in 8, even though 8 takes place, 8 came out after 7, obviously, but it takes place before, 7. So what's the callback to 7? Well, it references the nation that Adel really wants to go to, but its borders are currently closed, which was the nation in Ys 7. So you're never really going to be out of the loop no matter what you do. But I would rather play in the progression of mechanical release within the game than play through plot.
Farewell.
When did the summer sales end? On Thursday, okay. That's when I have 2 more pay cycles that come through with work. One is Thursday, and then it's 25th, I think, I guess. 14 days later, right?
It's not often I get visitors here in Anorak. What if indeed? I can feel the power emanating from the eye. Give me a moment, and there you are. Take it with my blessings.
Yeah, so I'd like to do that. Like, I'd like to see about buying them anyways, but I can't, I know I don't own them all. I know the newest one's like $80. That one I might hold off on until I play through most of them, but like, actually, why am I even looking at it here? You're looking at it on my laptop because that's signed into my main account. Yeah, a lot of these are like, a lot of them are like heavily discounted. No, honestly, I might hold off on the Trials games for some time, at least until I can find my. Because there's a lot of games, and like I'd be beating one and then buying the next one. I know I have a few, but it's not even necessarily showing them all. Legend of Heroes, Trials in the Sky, and then Trials in the Sky SE or SC. Those are the ones I have. Just those two. I thought I had more, but yeah, I might hold off on those until like, I have employment. Because I can just buy one at a time. They're RPGs. They'll take me a while to beat anyways. Yeah, I got tons of games on here I can play that I've never played before, so... Like I said, we'll figure out what we'll do next, but, I probably wouldn't mind a game that has, like, character to it. Like, no offense to this game, I love this game, but this game's all combat and nothing else. Like, as much as I like open world games, sometimes I feel like what open world games lack is a sense of your characters, a sense of characterization. You're basically alone all the time, and because it's so open world, everyone pretty much has to be generic.
A man named Kurig Shasta has excellent. Until later then. There is no reasoning with never mind. It always comes to bloodshed, doesn't it?
And that's it. Quest done. And I think he's walking away. Does he just abandon his house now? Hmm. Like, there has to be a lot of games here I can play. Maybe I might even try, like, some type of, like, tactics game. Who knows? But I'm going to try and go directly from my inventory. My Steam or Epic inventories. Hell, I could do a Divinity Original Sin 2. Never beat that game, and that was supposed to be, before Rune Factory 5 took over.
Hail, Wanderer, and will repeat until I have... I thought you had the look of a... You...
I might have also try, like, I'm thinking of games that might, you know, take some time to beat just to, you know, but there's also some games I had fun playing that, you know, weren't, like, obviously AAA games. Like, I loved RFL. That was a fun game. I already commented about how I want to play Kaku next. Some of the other games like Worldless Worldless looks pretty cool. Tales of Spark. I've been meaning to also, like, for a long time now, I've been kind of wanting to play Grim Dawn. Problem with Grim Dawn is we come back to the same issue I have with Divinity Original Sin 2.
I'll part with a few coins for them. Oh, really? Somewhat I'll pay. Keep the peace.
Which is, I overthink it. Like, I'm just like, oh man, I can easily run... Like, because basically you pick a class and then you can unlock a second class. And pretty much the way Grim Dawn is set is every class can work with every class.
Back for more smithy work? Or they're pretty tarnished, and I don't really... Forge is yours, whenever you need.
But... I start, like, second-guessing, oh man, this combination would be good, this combination... So I literally might just say, fuck it, and,
Stranger, a hard gaze falls. I see. Spot it off. I have the coin you seek. A circle. The stones. You will, but they will not flutter away.
like, I'll see what I can do. Prior to, like, I might just randomize that I feel like in a lot of cases, that's just the best way to get something without, like, tearing my head apart. Is it gonna spawn something because I did it wrong? Yeah. One, two, three, four, five. We're just gonna finish because I got one quest left on this map, or two quests actually. I mean, I got a hand in two quests, and then I got one more quest to fetch and then hand in.
You have the blessings of the heavens flutter away.
Greetings.
Then I'll get back to doing the Warsworn stuff that I was doing.
Good day, traveler. In return for your nice talking to you.
Just give me a bunch of junk. We're just gonna get this lore stone, and then that's the wolds, and then we gotta go into this area here. Oh, wow. Absolutely. I was thinking of playing through the Dragon Age games soon, too. I've only ever played Inquisition. It's 90% off right now for $4. This Dragon Age 2 is the only one I don't have, and if I'm gonna play, I'm gonna be playing in order. So I'll play 1, then 2, and then so on. And So that way I can have my characters, like my character and plot and story and stuff progress through each game.
The Fae dwindle in these forgotten hills.
I will say though, there's a very good likelihood I am not perfecting the game. In Inquisition anyways, I got really bored. It's almost like worse than Wonderlands. Like Wonderlands, and what I mean by that is just Wonderlands had...
the cycle's passage in this tired earth, but the fields grow older, and one day, so will the people.
Wonderlands had a mechanic... Or it's like where there's just dungeons that are just side quests. And, can't lie, I completely zoned out. I don't even remember what I'm talking about. Oh no, I remember Dragon Age. Yeah, it just had worlds that had no connection to the plot. Like zones to explore and stuff. But the problem was, it was just boring to explore them. Quests weren't anything special, and yeah, it just... So might hold off on that one, but at least I have all 3 Dragon Quests. And if you're wondering about Mass Effect, I'm not against Mass Effect, but I would say I'm more of a fantasy over a sci-fi person. So, like, I'm not saying Mass Effect's off the table, but it's just not, like... Not want to click this tab, thank you. Stop. You can even have anything good on you? Okay. There's other games, like, I own Hades, and I've never watched anyone play it, so it would actually be a blind reaction. And I've just heard nothing but great things about that game, so... You know, that's a game I could play. We'll see, but Kaku is definitely next on the list. And we'll see what else I have. I'm only, like, I was only glancing at my Steam thing. Like, I don't even know what I have in Epic because I've never, like, I've paid for like one game on Epic. Actually, that's wrong, too. I remember one of them was Control. I forget what the other one was. I got bored with Control, not gonna lie. I've heard people say it was a good game. I got bored. Maybe if I try streaming it, it might be different. But yeah, I got bored playing that game. But like I've said, in the past I've said with streaming has done wonders for keeping my attention on games. Because normally I'd be distracted. Something that could take me an hour to do can take me, 6 hours to do because, I'm watching a YouTube video or the time, or I just found a really good fan fiction and, I'm reading it. Oh my god, I didn't realize like how close I was to death there. Let's actually read the journal on this one because it pretty much tells you how to Oh, I added it to junk, that's right. Once it is repaired, I must find the right magic configuration to use. Sanguine for optimism, phlegmatic for reservedness, for bias. I know depending on your option will determine, like, you can pick one option, turn back, and she's dead because she killed herself. So, like, the choice here can be brutal, but they're still alive, and I see another icon there which says that her family's better. So. Not happened yet, guys. You can keep trying, though.
I haven't felt this good in years, but something's wrong. Please, the grain must be tainted still. If the soldiers ate... Ah.
Pretty sure I could just turn it off. Probably what I should have done in the first place.
By the gods, it is not much, but... Ah.
This is an important dungeon because it has autumn stones in it. Autumn is a very unique seasonal lore stones because, like, they're the only ones scattered all over the place. All the other ones, like summer and spring, are kind of locked within their zones for seasons, but like autumn is all over the place. Which I don't really understand, but I've also not paid enough attention to the lore stones to know if there's actually any lore-based reason for that. It's a lore stone!
You may think I'm lying, but unfortunately I'm telling the truth as I saw it then anyway. This thing was a fleeting companion, but a companion nonetheless. Do you hear? It's the earthly moans of time. Listless motes of cavern dust, the crumbled ruin beneath our feet. All the ordained path of the blessed. You have found their way, their home, their solace.
I just want to fully uncover everything just to make sure I'm not missing another lore stone. Oh, it's a good thing I came here. Another lore stone.
I discovered the greatest heights of magical power. I achieved everything and anything I desired.
Whoever put the curse on that chest needs to rethink their priorities.
Their ugliness, that
One white
something
flake.
as beautiful
That's what they
and
had to
perfect as
protect
that
behind a
divine
cursed
spirit existed.
chest.
People will hurt you. People will try to use you. But this thing was different. Yes, I could trust it, and it would protect me from the callousness of others.
Yeah, I should really take a look through my Epic Games folder, our library, and see if there's any games there that I don't own on Steam that I can give a shot, because they just give out free games, right? So
Mind your ways while you're here. You've all the scrolls then? That Freeman bastard they drove... Right then.
can I just assume that this quest down here is probably also one? I don't know why, but... just seems like something someone would put a quest out for. Ayo, my dude. Goodbye. Okay. That's called being in the wrong place at the wrong time. They chose to continue to stand underneath my meteors.
East of the woe, fortunes can be had there. I have the bastards better off keep the peace.
I'm pretty sure that's all the quests there now. Ironfast Keep. Running with scalpels is the next one. I really like in Issa though, where I basically killed the dignitary in full view of everyone and just said this pay a small fine. That was probably nothing compared to the amount of money I have. Like in Skyrim, it's like, oh, you know, $1,000 for slaughtering this person in cold blood. Or 1,000 gold. And it's like, Sure, because by end game, like $1,000 gold is chump change. Early game, yes, you want to be careful because
I've waited so long. Very well.
Well, but he has done well. I will administer a new form. Yes, yes. If you can understand what I am saying, very well. This is... There is an army of Fae. Well, I'm happy to have had your help with... Yes.
I got that quest done at the same time. Next up is spider season. They're probably just all going to be on the bottom, huh? I gotta get out of the building first, that's right. Like, I'm at that point, and I'm like, am I even gonna level?
What?
I am, but I just get so little experience.
Greeting. What? You're removing the tarnish. I have a plan to... Go into tears.
I will say I do need to test some stuff out, though, when I'm making my last set of armor. Because I need to test out whether... But I need to test out whether it's actually worthwhile to run the 20% thing or the critical thing. Like the run lightly damaged or critical. It really depends on what my crit rate's gonna be. If I keep these types of rings that I'm currently equipping to also give me some bonus crit rate, then, like, I'll have, if my crit rate can be high enough, I don't really need to run crit rate gems, but I'm gonna have higher crit damage, so... Like, I really wish the game had a menu. Does like, this show me what my crit chance is? I want file open. Yeah, so at level 50, running Shadowcaster. Add in some more lore stones. Like I got this one done. I'm done all the ones in Dalentar, right? Got the last Wolds one. Yeah, I currently have a 18% crit chance, not factoring in like main story stuff. Or not factoring in gear, I mean. Gear would get me, what is it, 6 pieces? No, it's 5 pieces, right? Yeah, 5 pieces of gear plus 2 weapons, 7. 7 times 7 is 49. The 2 rings I have are 6. So 12. 51 plus 18, which is 69% chance to crit. Oh, and you look at the spiders over there. I do know I can get higher than that, though, because I know for a fact the ring that I'm wearing, that's 20% damage, 6% crit chance, can go up to 12%, which doubles that. Adding another 12, which would bump it to 71% crit chance. I know you can get crit chance on the necklace, too.
Oathblade. Come for the contract board? Ah, with the Jotun and when there are open jobs. So long.
This one should be... Whereabouts unknown. I get this done and I can finally go and betray the Warsworn.
The heat's as deadly as the Jotun in the spot.
This life offers two choices: fight or die. Those who choose to live face conflict. It is the natural balance of this world. The weeds preclude the flower's bud. The spider's web arrests the fly. The water carves the rock. In the dry wastes of the Tyr, in the land known as Ulcerund, the House of Valar became the home of this primal force.
Thank you for dying.
From the desert runner's lethal dance to the chaos of the wolf pack, the Fae displayed these contests as art. Engard,
Yeah, so this is done, so now I can get the Warsworn questline done.
His strike was as the mantis leg, a bolt amid stillness. He met defeat like the salamander's tail, lost, but only to grow again. He inflicted wounds like the serpent's fang, rotting poison to weaken the mightiest opponent. His baleful stare was the shark's fin above the water's surface, promising a bloody end.
We're fighters here.
Me, I'm rarely outside. Dead. And that's his walking staff there. Sworn to war.
Salvage, and then...
Greetings.
Alright, let's betray them. Let's go betray him.
Oathblade.
Tried this before. I don't know why you're not learning. Here, if this isn't unlocked, then it was the story one. Yeah, that's the one we found Hughes in. Hmm. I think I'm gonna just stop with, like, I don't think I'm gonna get my crit rate any higher than that.
Look, Beeson is...
Just because it's like, it's not really needed, and like, the only other way to do it is to drop the damage modifiers to get the crit modifiers, but if I'm gonna be critting more than half the time anyways... then it's probably just better to not worry about it at all.
Both blade.
Get through here, and then this will finally be the end of the Warsworn. So I'll have all those quest lines done. I wasn't too concerned about getting this one done because I have nothing to gain from it. I'm not running might, so getting the +1s in might don't mean anything to me. Yeah, you can all die.
Great gods!
Another Niskaru? Niskaru! Yeah, block this. I leveled up. What do I need to get to the next tier? It is 38. So I'm at what, 31? Yes, 31. So I need 2 more level ups to reach the next tier here. And then 1 more beyond that to reach the next tier.
We'll hold them back. You go on. Do what you came...
This also means that the Mystic Camera is going to be my inventory for all of eternity. Not my fault you're a terrible enemy. Not gonna lie, Niskaras are actually a pretty cool enemy. They're also very complicated to fight. Because they basically double hit. If you're not quick on the parry, then you need to remember to hold block, or else you're just gonna have to deal with, you know, problems.
What have you done? You thought this war was over because you won a battle? Mortals cannot triumph against such malice. We've fought this war for more than 10 years. With Kamazandu at my side, and you cannot cast doubt. I have felt that I will deliver us from this eternal war. Why not? The fool. We must now.
Die. Wasn't tapping it hard enough.
Little one, it seems I won't be stretching my limbs so soon. It is a shame that the mage proved so feeble an instrument of my will.
I like how he says little one, though. It's so much better than, like, I just feel like it's so much more endearing of a term than when they all say mortal.
A sword is an instrument, but it is valued for its deeds, and not its... Your friend and comrade awaits below.
We are to meet in the Hall of the First Sworn. Are you all right? You seem... What is that in your eyes? The flames of chaos. Betrayal!
This is my first gift to you. Now go to your comrades. Slay them. Slay them all.
Get rid of them all. You end up taking out all the top brass in the War Sworn. See, like, to me, I know, like, the damage modifiers are very minimal in the long and short of it. But to me, like, this is such a... This really shows the worthwhile trade, and, like, it's like you can get a much stronger and versatile effect, but it requires, like, betraying an entire faction, and they will never do anything with you ever again. don't know what these things are, but I'm nearby here. So I'm just gonna grab them while I'm here.
Helios heard the call, and looking down upon the desert, grew irritated. His mighty works were undone, and his brilliance spurned. He called Freka to his side, and implored the fiery god to strike Saina from the skies. Vrakor agreed, but as Saina was too strong, he asked Helios to lend him some of his fire as well. So Helios gave Vrakor the flames of the sun.
There is blood on your hands, Warsworn. Where is Gwyn? And what is that look in your eyes? They burn with the flame of chaos. Oh, you savage betrayer! You will pay!
Good, good. You have cut the bindings and you are free.
That is what the flames of chaos can do.
Take the key and enter their ancient vaults. The heart of Cybon shall be yours.
I can only assume that they put the heart behind. Oh, they didn't. Because I'm pretty sure I could probably just walk right back in here. Alright, Warsworn done. I just did the wolds. Let's do... We're gonna do the cradle, but there is a lore stone right here that I want to run and grab. And it'd probably just be easier to run there than to run back based on where the fast travel locations are. Surprised I must have just completely, like, that kind of blends in. I must have just completely missed it.
And when the final winter leaves its chill breath on the stones of your fathers and mothers, you will witness the end of days. And it will happen here, where it began, a peaceful death in the cradle.
There's just a few quests. I gotta turn this one in. I gotta inspect this one. And then break the curse on the necklace. And then I gotta do that quest.
You have absolutely, thanks to you, the best. Your disturbance of the lore stones then could farewell.
Everyone dies! Everyone dies!
Perhaps an odd sensation, this.
Are you one of the intruders? What else can we mortals? The pieces must be May your gods be with you.
14% experience doesn't actually seem half bad, but I don't want to lose out on my damage.
Issa met Om. They embraced each other, and in stillness enveloped the darkened land. Where one sang, the other danced. And they sang thus. We are Issa, and Om danced. We are Om, and Issa danced. I am the summer's dawn, and Om bowed. I am the morning winter, and Issa bowed. This thing is something, and Om wept. Naught of naught, and Issa wept.
But I did not get the notification for it. I remember there being something tricky about this one. Because I never got to turn in the quest that's over here. Do I already have the Cradle of Summer? I do. Did I mark that I have the Cradle of Summer? I did not. The one I just got was actually at, was a summer one. So I got it when I got the one that was here, and I just didn't notice.
My mind, you are too kind. So long.
Thank the god. Do with me what you like. Just, please take the amulet. What? But once you've done that, good luck.
Did it force equip the amulet on me? No, it's just... Go in here and we can get this all cleaned up. Oh, fuck off. Is that how brutal this is gonna be? So basically, this necklace causes you to randomly get hit with one of the 3 status effects of fire, ice, and electric. So this basically just means that I'm gonna have to run through the whole thing, right? Like, not risking getting hit at all. Because I have to attack for it to trigger. And if it can trigger and insta-kill me, then it's really, you know, like, kind of a piece of shit. And so I don't want to attack. I don't know what one. Oh, wait. What's this level 14 one? That must have been a while ago. Yeah, I have to kill these guys. So I can just pray that I don't one-shot myself in the process. I got hit with frost, which is much preferable. I don't know whether it was fire or lightning that hit me last time, but it did one shot. Right, return the amulet, get the stabs. let's break them down, and then I don't really care who I return it to, so this guy's conveniently right here. Congratulations, you get the amulet.
What do you want? My stolen amulet. Ah, justice. Goodbye.
Don't give me your piece of shit rings. Alright, let's get this,
Welcome back.
well, hopefully someone won't notice.
Hello.
I'm a master salvager too, so probably not gonna happen.
You're in my path, stranger. I ask that you step aside before I... That's laughable. I don't know you. You appeal to me using... Take my staff. The peace you seek is within. May it bring clarity to the deeps. Be gone.
What does she have to say about the Cradle of Summer?
I hold it as dear as any fae. But my time had come. However, I took a piece of the cradle with me. A part of a weapon I was meant to protect. I'd earned that right. I'm plagued by visions of what your kind call the future. A telling beyond the present. It is all because of this new god. She clouds my thoughts, confuses me. Just see it doesn't happen again, mortal. I fought our winter court enemies right here on this soil. But it was all in vain. The seasons pass as they always have, and always will. Be gone.
So it's a good thing I did this quest earlier, because it just opened the shortcut. I just need to go in and talk to that wizard dude that was in here earlier.
Care to join me in my work? This, however, I couldn't have parted with it for any less. Goodbye then.
I gotta salvage them and reforge them. And I can absolutely make them worse than they were.
Good day.
So just go on a salvaging spree since I'm already here.
The deep slumber predicted you. Don't take the staffs. Farewell.
Do all that just to keep the stabs, which I will then end up junking anyways. Like, in all honesty, if I were to have made a game like Elder Scrolls or something where you get all these like unique stuff, like in Elder Scrolls there are various houses with pedestals for stuff, I would actually make you get something good if you filled in those pedestals, right? So you're not selling off the rare exclusive stuff. Alright, so Forsaken Plains next, I guess. There's no lore stones for this location, but there is I want to play Wonderlands.
Hello again, it's you. I've got a feeling you pocketed that amulet for yourself, friend.
Like, I want to get through Wonderlands, but I also really just want to play Rune Factory. Like, out of the games I'm playing right now, Wonderlands is probably the least entertaining for me. Like, at this point, like, in all honesty, I'm half tempted to just, like, delete Wonderlands and just... Like, I don't hate my build, but there's nothing special about it. I thought, like, doing these challenges would be fun, and in a way, I guess it was kind of fun with, when I did it with, the spell only, because, but, like, doing gun only? What's special about gun only?
As it was written of our forebearers. They lived off the bounty.
And even then, like, it's still kind of dumb, because it's just, like, look at the spell only playthrough. Like, that's a good example. It's like, once I got a good spell, I didn't need anything else. Right?
And hidden among the rocks, the shadowed nooks of beach and shore, a secret to all.
Like, I'm honestly thinking of just being done with Wonderlands. Like, as a whole, not even just, like, like, not even, like, I'll play it with Sai later, but just, like, I've played enough of that game. If I play with Sai, I'll probably use Clawbringer, just because, like, that's the one class I've really not used the most. Because the final two builds were both supposed to contain Clawbringer in them. But, yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it on Clawbringer and then, or call it on Wonderlands. I'll probably private the last stream, because that, I'm not going to delete it, because if I do want to come back to it, I can just unprivate it later. In all honesty, like, I've literally just burned myself out on Wonderlands as a whole. I feel like I could play any other Borderlands outside of 1. I could probably play 2 or pre-sequel or 3 and be fine. Hello! Anna Marie, how are you?
Prince of Spring raised his sword towards the
Is that the last lore stone?
And he called down
I don't see anything, and I don't have any more quests, so I think I'm actually done in this zone. Good. Alright, we will do Talarain, and we're going to be killing Warsworn. Goodbye.
So the great cycle swathed Own of the Thulian dusk in the arcane veil, and Issa planted the garden.
Or it's Anne-Marie, sorry. I think I just instinctively said Anna-Marie.
Ruins of fire.
Right, I don't think I've started any of the quests on this zone, but there... Oh, well, there's one. Well, that's a differently associated quest, but there are quests here. Inside the giant castle is the quest. There's another quest here at the bottom of the map, if I recall correctly. Yeah, the one that near where it connects to Red Marches. I'm not starting that one because that's an endless one and it will just bother you constantly throughout the playthrough. You'll meet the objectives, you'll turn it in. Then it'll just restart automatically. Like, the only way to simply not have it restart is to just simply not have it ever start. Hi, Kobold. Goodbye. Goodbye, Kobold. Yeah, I think I'll probably just call it on Wonderlands right now. I'll just private the current stream, so if I want to come back to it, I can. But
what peace they sought came with blade and fortress, but all seemed calm until a king, a father, died with.
I still think Wonderlands is a great game, don't get me wrong. I just burned myself out on it. I've played through it 5 times, currently on my 6th. Like, it's just kind of exhausting to play the same thing like that over and over again. Which is crazy, because I did the exact same thing. Like, I have 3,000 hours in Borderlands 2, and I could still keep enjoying that game. I don't know, it probably just has something to do with the setting of the game, because I've beaten Borderlands 3 5 or 6 times. 6 times now. The playthrough, and when I streamed it for the first time was... Or, first time, the only time, but when I streamed it, that was literally my 6th playthrough of the game. I'm halfway through with the Zane build that uses the Rough Rider, but
Stranger, please. They will not stop. I must egg this. We should begin. As the seasons warn each year, the time to build is followed by a time for ruin.
if I were to play through Borderlands 2 or 3 again, though, I would absolutely just be using a build I already have. I'd just be doing like new game plus.
Kingdom, so too they had destroyed it all with war and jealousies.
But I don't know, there's just something about Wonderlands where it's like, it's a fun game, there's fun dialogue, it's really entertaining. I think, you know what I think it might be? I think this is what did it. It was the fact that I've played through it 5 times, but only on stream. So it's not that the game is boring, it's just that I have nothing left to talk about. I've played it 5 times.
Leaving, I said leaving the skate. It is done. Follow me. Let us be quick.
Right? It's like, I've not, like, unlike Borderlands, where outside of the one playthrough I did, like, a lot of hours came from a different, came from prior to streaming.
Now that this weapon is
So I think it's just like, I've only ever tried to be entertaining while playing it, and after so many different playthrough attempts, it's exhausting. I think that's the best way to explain it. It's just exhausting to play, and that's why it feels boring. It's because it makes me feel like I have to try too hard to play it. If I played it again with Sai, I feel like I'd have the time of my life again. Yeah, so I think that's what I'll do, is I'm gonna private those videos.
If you do not believe me, thank you for and not.
Where's this key supposed to go again? Did he not hand me the right key to the chest? Yeah, I think that's exactly the problem I have with Wonderlands, is as I've only ever streamed it. So it's exhausting trying to figure out how to be consistently entertaining playing a game I've only played through 5 times on stream. I don't want to start Taku yet, because I need to start that on the 11th, so... I don't know what I want to start next. Honestly, I just feel like I want to get more rune factors in. I will say, if I play Borderlands 2 again, and I do that New Game Plus, I probably won't be playing Krieg. Since I played Krieg before, and as fun as Krieg is, like, using, like, fastball and stuff, like, because I use a grenade blade. I call it grenade blade. Because it has heavy focus on grenade usage and melee combined. Okay, apparently I don't have any proper keys. At all, whatsoever. If anything, I'm honestly thinking I'd probably play Melee 0. Get up top. Or maybe see, like, I've never done this, but see if maybe I can find, like, a sniper melee build. Yeah, that's the guy I'm not talking to. Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting. In all honesty, it probably wouldn't work, though, because the best melee weapons are pistols and pistols and an assault rifle, so... But I could also, like, I just like Melee 0 because it's unlike Krieg, it's a very mobile build. Like, Krieg's all about just, like, swinging and dinging. Right? Like, just swing dead, swing dead. Like,
the servants of the Asta clan divided the remains between them.
That's what Krieg's about, the one-hit wonder. Right? Well, Zero's the same, but he needs to be tactical about how he does it.
They hoarded treasures and watched the
Zero has to try to backstab. And he has to generally throw out deception first too, to really get the bonuses. And then you have to balance whether you wait longer in deception to get the melee kill, or do you like, I find deception actually fails in regards to sniping. Because sometimes it's just not easy to get that one shot you need while in the duration of deception. But with execute, melee can just keep going. I've cleared, like, you can clear a room with melee. And if I replay 3, I'm playing Amara. I'm actually going to just do a melee Amara build because it's so much fun. And I never actually did a New Game Plus of her. So to, like, actually be able to play the full game using, God damn it, no one has the fucking proper keys. Yeah, she's just really fun. But I don't think I'm going to play a Borderlands game right now. I really have to kind of think on what game I want, but I can just do Rune Factory tomorrow, and then this on Wednesday or whatever. Like, I can give myself a few days to try and figure it out. Talarain. Right, Talarain is done. There's no more quests here. Oh, well, I have to turn in this quest, but...
The mark of mortal sins.
And I think with that, we'll, once I turn this in, I think that's a good place to call it because it's almost exactly midnight. And we finished up Dalentarth. We finished up the Warsworn quests and the quest line. We finished Cradle of Summer, Wolds, Forsaken Plains, and Talarain, meaning we just have these 3 zones left and Rathir. And then we'll head down to Edessa and get Edessa all wrapped up. I think that could probably all happen in the next stream. Like, this is what we got done in 3.5 hours. You know what? You know what I'm saying, though? I've been saying to myself. So, I'm excited to play Rune Factory 4 on stream and Rune Factory 3 on stream, now that I've bought that, too. I'm really excited for Rune Factory 5. If they keep up with the engine in 5, or Rune Factory 6, I mean. Oh, there's one more quest here. Because in Rune Factory, like, I actually really love the combat, the settings, and everything of Rune Factory 5. The only thing I question is just how broken, or, it's not as linear. The enemy, like, you can literally just straight up walk into an enemy that can one-shot you. I'm just checking this place out. Like, what is this place? Let me look it up on the wiki. I don't know if I've ever been in here, if a quest sends me here or what, but... Because I'm here to retrieve Retofer's charter. I have no idea who that is. Oh, he's a beggar in Aten. Good voice. It sounded like something jingled and fell. No, I don't see anything on the ground right now. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, there's something to do with the guy whose gear I just paid out for. I basically skipped out on the quest that sends me here. There's a couple of the like tasks I think that can send me here, but nothing, no quest. We'll just leave. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, I'm really excited for Rune Factory 6. If they did, in my opinion, like, some people say they didn't do too well with the engine, but, like, if a new team using a new engine could do that, in my opinion, that well, because I really like 5. Remember, for me, it's all down to that gameplay. And 5 has great gameplay. Not only that, but I'm just going to say this right now. I like the setting of 5 better. Like, I like the town. Maybe it's just coming from me who, you know, played Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life and Harvest Moon: Friends of Mineral Town, but it just reminds me more of those town settings. 4 felt very tiny in a much more, even though it wasn't actually very populated, in a much busier town. Like, the town was laid out. It had like a palace, it had stonework, you know, like everything.
Where? And this particular well.
Dude's sending me all over the fucking place. Because he knows I want to end the stream when I finish this quest. It's just in here, and I already slaughtered everyone in this room. Be slaughtered again.
You have slain the real challenges. Well, perhaps we shall speak later.
This dude's exhausting me. Dude, I just want to end the stream. Yeah, like part of the reason why I want to do the crit, like go more into crit than into the, like, even if it's less damage, it will be consistent damage, and that's what I want. Like it's a bit annoying when, you know, like I don't one-shot an enemy and then I do like pitiful damage. Like I do 80% of their health in one shot, and then I'm down doing like 10%. It takes like 2 more shots to kill them.
Excellent. That should only take a few.
Alright, so I'm just gonna warp here because this is where we'll start next time. Alright, so I don't really know when I'm gonna start the stream tomorrow because I wanna just kind of go for a walk tomorrow. I'll try and still aim for 2. If I leave early enough, I can do 2. But we'll see. It could get bumped to 3. But we'll aim for 2 for now for Rune Factory. While we're figuring this out though, let's look and see what game, like, I could just stall out, like, Kaku comes out fully on the 11th. I could just stall it for a couple days until Kaku comes out and then just replace it with that. You know what, let's just do that, because I already wanted Kaku to be the next game anyways, so. So that sounds fair. So yeah, so I will be privating. You know what, I'll do it right now. Privating the, why did you do that? So this is what I'm going to say is I'm privating the Wonderlands videos right now. If I ever decide to come back to this build, If I ever decide to come back to it, I will re-private them. Or I will unprivate them, I mean, so, you know, they can be watched at the time. But for now, I don't want to kind of leave a game that I like. That one's not canceled. I may come back to it, but as it stands right now, I don't have the intention to. And who knows, I may not even want that build anymore, right? Like, so that's what I mean. I might not just come back to it at all. But yes, so with that said, I'm going to call it here for tonight. Rune Factory 5 tomorrow, because we're going to have so much fun with it. We're now in Act 2, so we'll get to see where that's going to go. But with that said, my name's Daimien Kamiya. I am the Omni King. I'll be a friend, foe, or member of the Omni Council. I'm going to see you later. Goodbye, everyone.